Welcome to the Catamount Football Show with Coach Matt Land. I'm Bill Mayo, and this week we're going to take a look back at the Harrison game and also talk about the upcoming Week 9 contest with the South Coob Eagles. So stay right here, back with more Catamount Football after these messages.
You know what makes Carpet Express different from other flooring companies? We care about you so that you can make the right choice for your home. At Carpet Express, we offer carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, ceramic tile, and luxury vinyl tile. We don't only sell you a product. At Carpet Express, we offer quality installation backed by a warranty. We don't stock one or two products. At Carpet Express, we stock up to 100 different products in each category at affordable prices. So come to Carpet Express where we care about you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reginald Sherrill. Are you tired of sweaty underarms and dealing with deodorant stains on your clothes? We're performing a procedure called Mirror Dry. It's safe, non-invasive, sweat and odor-free, deodorant-free. It is clinically proven and FDA approved. I've had the procedure and it really works. The procedure takes about 1 hour, it's local anesthesia, and works immediately. Call our office, Dalton Plastic Surgery, 706-226-3311. 706-226-3311.
I was tired of being limited by my knee pain.
I fell while riding my bike and needed a partial hip replacement.
I was kicking the ball and I felt a snap.
From joint replacements to complex spinal surgeries, Hamilton Medical Center's experts know how to get you back in the game. Quality and expertise matter. Hamilton Medical Center is Joint Commission certified in hip, knee, and shoulder replacement surgery. If pain is keeping you on the sidelines, get your life back with the help of Hamilton Medical Center.
Well, Coach, let's talk a little bit about the game with Harrison last Thursday night on ESPN. It was certainly a neat experience for our kids.
Very neat, yeah.
Even with the schedule disruption and all things, they handled that great. But talk about some of the things that went on behind the scenes that maybe people weren't aware of with
right.
that you had to do with ESPN, and then the thing with Fox 5 and all that stuff that was going on.
Well, there's an extensive amount of paperwork that you have to fill. Well, first of all, to go even back further, when we even just getting in this process, obviously we had to go through some stuff as far as filling out some biographical information about the school, about the program and all that kind of stuff back when we were just beginning this process. Then there were contracts, there were insurances, things like that you had to get. Once you kind of got all those satisfied, and that takes a while when you're talking about a district as opposed to an entity like you or I, then we kind of got into the actual game situation. And with that, really it gets kind of interesting because you have to send a lot of information, your roster, your stats. You have to send roster and stats from last year, any information regarding your facilities, everything like that, your school documentation. I mean, it was crazy. Then, and we all kind of had fun with this, every single player has to fill out a questionnaire. And it's 3 pages. It's not like, hey, Bill, what's your favorite ice cream and your favorite restaurant? I mean, it was like favorite football memory, why you played at Dalton High School, what made you, it was kind of neat to, obviously as the collector of that, I read some of those, and it was neat to read some of that stuff, knowing that most of it wasn't going to get put in.
ESPN probably threw right in the trash.
Chapter, or is it file 13, hit at the diva. But yeah, we had to scan it all in, and that's a thank you, I should say. Blake Turner and Leanne Smith at the Media Center at Dalton High, they were tremendously helpful getting all that stuff scanned in, sent in to them. And then you kind of start the week off with a 90-minute interview with the two play-by-play and color announcers.
It was the color.
It was the color. Okay. Yeah, they call you, and you really are giving them all of those comments that you hear in between plays and all that. They tell you it's recorded, and they basically just kind of tell us, Coach, what are the things that's important about your program? What's things that are important about certain players? And, it's such a great opportunity because, as the coach, it gave me an opportunity to really be able to express how I feel about our school system, how I feel about our district, how I feel about the coaching staff, the kids, our community, the type of support we have, the rivalries that we have. They ask about other schools and things like that. So, it's just a neat experience, first of all, from a coaching perspective. But then, obviously, to get there Thursday night, and what a great experience once we actually got on the grounds and kind of into the moment, I guess you would say.
I think one thing that I didn't even think about until we got there and didn't realize, if you weren't at the game, ESPN had rented 3 really big lifts that were, 2 of them were on either side of the press box, probably 20 feet above the press box level for their cameras, and then one in the end zone. But the really interesting thing was they brought in a bank of lights.
That's right. And boy, did it make a difference.
Oh, it made a big difference. Yep. And I guess they've got to have that for the quality of the broadcast.
That's right.
And that kind of thing.
Well, there's a lot that makes the quality of the broadcast what it is. And it's not just the play-by-play guy and all that kind of stuff or the sideline guy. It is the things like that, the camera angles. And you just wouldn't think about what all goes into that. But to see the amount of trucks and equipment and storage units and stuff that they really move in, and they'd been there all week setting that stuff up. And I know you playing college football, we remember back to those days how much it was for a college game. To see that much for a high school game was really impressive. But I thought the coverage was great. It was great for our school, great for our players. I can certainly tell you those guys that played well in the game, my phone has blown up literally wanting to know about certain players that played real well, and so the exposure that it gained our kids, the exposure it gained our program. When I literally got on the bus, had our box of chicken, got on those charter buses and started heading back. Literally, I had probably 20 to 30 text messages, which I normally get, but I probably had another. Literally, I bet I had probably 50, and almost half of them were people from out of town, out of state. Even, California, an official friend of mine that's out in Texas, all over the place, said, man, you don't know how great it was to be sitting, in the airport, or be sitting, at Applebee's, or be sitting, in my house and being able to watch the Catamounts play. I've missed it. Love, going to start getting back in touch with you guys, or, hey, just heard a lot about your program and like to see it. So, like I said, just the amount of media exposure was phenomenal, and I think the biggest thing is what it did for the kids. I mean, it's such a rare opportunity to get to play in that environment and to be the only game. We were the only high school game on Thursday night on national TV. That's pretty doggone special.
Absolutely. Before we wrap up the segment, let's talk about the game itself. Certainly not the outcome we wanted.
No.
And I know there's been a lot of talk about officiating, that kind of thing.
That's right.
But we had plenty of opportunity to win that game.
We did.
3 chances, and we get 6 points out of 3 trips into the red zone. That we got to be better than that.
No doubt.
And we win that game easily if we do that.
Well, I told a friend of mine that we were talking after the game was over, and I said, we're not an inexperienced team. We're sitting here at week 8, but we're not inexperienced. But we are young, and we're playing 9 sophomores. And the experience that they gained of seeing small things like getting the snap down, substitution errors, not being off sides, making sure we left 15 points, like you said. We're 3 chances inside the 10, and we walk away with only 6 points instead of 21. Those are the kind of things you got to do against the great teams, and we're still in position to win the game. That's what's great about it. And so to me, the things that we learned playing that game at this stage of the season, playing the next 2 most important games that we could play, and setting ourselves up for how we're going to enter into the playoffs, critical. And I think you said it today when we were kind of meeting and talking. At the end of the day, the moment wasn't too big for our kids. If there's anything that we gained from that moment, our kids were up to the challenge. They were in the moment. They played well. They laid their guts out there on the field, played as hard as they could. And at the end of the day, man, we walk away, we learn some lessons. We're better for it next week, the week after that, and into the playoffs.
Absolutely. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more Catamount football.
Home is a place where all are welcome. It's where the story begins. It's not a place, it's a feeling. Home is where the heart is. At Furniture of Dalton, we handpick each of our 150 brands so that you can find your perfect heart's desire. Come see what you've been missing at Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton, the destination that brings you home. Exit 328 off I-75.
I was sinking deep underneath.
I was tired of being limited by my knee pain.
I fell while riding my bike and needed a partial hip replacement.
I was kicking the ball and I felt a snap.
From joint replacements to complex spinal surgeries, Hamilton Medical Center's experts know how to get you back in the game. Quality and expertise matter. Hamilton Medical Center is Joint Commission certified in hip, knee, and shoulder replacement surgery. If pain is keeping you on the sidelines, get your life back with the help of Hamilton Medical Center.
Hi, I'm Charles R. Hicks Sr.
Hi, I'm Rick Patton.
Here at Transformers, we specialize in transmission of automatic and manual.
But we also offer all factory scheduled maintenance on all makes and models, along with major and minor repairs on all makes and models.
And all of our remanufactured transmissions comes with a 3-year unlimited mileage nationwide warranty.
We also stock a complete line of BG products to keep your car safe and on the road.
From the Transformers crew, God bless and have a beautiful day.
Welcome back to Catamount Football, and we've got our coaches interview segment. We've got Coach Jamie Penny. Coach, welcome to the show.
Hey, glad to be here.
Why don't you introduce yourself? You're new to our staff this year, and kind of introduce yourself with your background and how you got into coaching and all that good stuff.
I'm Jamie Penny. I'm our defensive ends coach this year. It's my first year in Dalton, and it's my first year coaching varsity football. For the past 2 years, I've taught at elementary school in Dalton, and before that, after graduating college, I was actually a firefighter in Atlanta for a couple of years, so couldn't find a teaching job. My cousin's a firefighter in Atlanta, and he got me hooked up with that, and it kind of filled my space before becoming a teacher. Well, that's what my degree's in, but before finding a teaching job. And
so how about high school, college? Where'd you?
I played high school football at Coosa in Rome, Georgia, and then I went on to play at Shorter College with a couple of coaches we've had here before. I played there with them also. Right. And then after an injury, I stopped playing football and went to Jacksonville State in Alabama and finished up college there.
So what made you decide you wanted to be a coach?
Sports is my life. I mean, my dad's been my coach my whole life. He's kind of the guy that just got me into it. That's all I know. I mean, even now as an adult, I have a little son, and that's what we do. We play sports. I coach him, teach him. That's my life.
So tell us about your perspective. Coming into the Dalton football program, not been associated with it before. How's it been? What have you seen? What's impressed you, or what are your impressions? I guess.
Well, being from Coosa, I'm from North Georgia, so I do know about Dalton. But I've never been to Dalton. I've never been to a game until I came here. But getting here, this place is awesome. The tradition, the games on Friday nights, the coaching staff we have, everything about it. It's just amazing. I'm getting spoiled. This being my first gig as a coach, and the stuff that we do here. I mean, your win, your tradition, the coaches you have here are amazing. Learning from these guys. So I got lucky being here. My first shot at it.
Well, talk a little bit about the position you're coaching and the guys you've got out there on Friday night.
I coach defensive ends, as I said, and we've got two seniors, Jerry Alvarado and Kevin Diaz, and they make my job easy. They're rocks on our defense, and they're
fine young men too.
They are good, and you don't get much better. Wish I had them longer. I mean, my first year, and they're leaving now, but we've got a few good younger guys that are coming up that I'm excited about also.
And you're also working some with the JV guys, and how's that experience been?
That's good. I like seeing who we're going to have coming up. I mean, we've had a good season. We're just talking about it. We've got a big game this week. Last game could finish with a great record, so the future's bright.
JV football, in my opinion, is very important.
Okay.
It's where we develop. We take those guys from Thursday and develop into Friday night players, right?
Oh yeah, we've got some guys that are playing on Monday nights and freshmen. They're playing on Thursday night in JV, and they're getting field time on Friday. So it's important for them.
So tell us about your family. Introduce them so we kind of know when people see you around. Know your wife. And
I'm married.
son.
I've been married for 2.5 years. I got up to Elizabeth. She's my wife, and we have a little boy named Colton, and he is wiry, and if you've ever met him, you'll know him. So he's fun though. He keeps us on our toes, and we actually just moved yesterday to Dalton. So we're excited to be closer. I've been in Calhoun for 2 years now and driving back and forth. So we moved here yesterday all weekend. So that's where I'm going to be headed now to finish up.
All right, very good. Well, thanks for coming on the show, and thanks for everything you do for Catamount football.
Thank you.
So right here, we'll be back with more Catamount football in just a minute.
Train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy. Get one-on-one training from former professional and collegiate players, featuring indoor baseball and softball training facilities, ground ball area, 3 pitching mounds, and 4 batting cages. Performance Sports Academy is also available for team rentals. Call 706-537-3169 today and train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy.
Home is a place where all are welcome. It's where the story begins. It's not a place, it's a feeling. Home is where the heart is. At Furniture of Dalton, we handpick each of our 150 brands so that you can find your perfect heart's desire. Come see what you've been missing at Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton, the destination that brings you home. Exit 328 off I-75.
I'm Kelsey with the Chick-fil-A here in Dalton, and we're partnering again this year with the Dalton Quarterback Club to provide you an awesome tailgate meal each home game starting at 5:30. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and get your Chick-fil-A meal with Coke products sold separately. Chick-fil-A of Dalton reminds you to eat more chicken and go Big Red! Go
The twins came sooner than expected.
The nurses cared for me and my baby.
I chose Hamilton because I trust my doctor.
Hamilton Medical Center is home to beautiful new arrivals every day. Each child and each delivery is unique. Hamilton is prepared with a level 3 neonatal intensive care unit and comfortable rooms and amenities. Hamilton Medical Center, serving you and your family with compassion, healing, and excellence.
All right, we've got our player interview segment. Guys, welcome to the show. Introduce yourselves, please.
I'm Gabe Hill. I'm a sophomore, number 22, inside linebacker.
I'm Jack Ridley, a junior, number 29, outside linebacker.
All right, Jack, let's start with you since you're sitting on the outside there. Tell me about being an outside linebacker in the Dalton Catamount defense.
All right, well, the position is pretty tricky sometimes, but it's pretty fun. First off, I have to read the lineman to see if it's a runner or pass first. And after that, I either have to set the edge, which...
Explain what you mean by set the edge, somebody that's watching that maybe doesn't understand that terminology.
When I set the edge, I have to make sure I'm hitting the lead blocker to where the ball carrier has to either cut inside and go to our other tacklers, or it has to bounce outside to where it'll buy time.
Right. So, first year playing varsity, right? So tell me about this experience for you, how it's been. What's the difference between JV football that you played last year and varsity football this year?
Well, for one thing, it's a lot faster and a lot tougher, but it's a lot of fun. I'm glad I get to play varsity this year.
Some big guys that you wind up. How do you deal with? I mean, you guys, neither one of you guys are the biggest linebackers in the world. How do you deal with some of the big guards or tackles that are coming after you? What do you do?
Well, one of the main important things about outside linebacker is you have to stay really low. And so we're taught to hit those big guys like the pulling guards that we have to hit sometimes around the thigh boards so we can take on that hit.
How about tackling big quarterback from Harrison last Friday night? He was a load. What was your approach to getting him on the ground?
Well, our whole defensive approach was just to mainly get him down no matter what, because we didn't want him running on us. So whatever it took, if it took him running over us, we just wanted to get him down.
So what were your impressions of being on television Thursday night? Was it exciting? I mean, what all?
Well, it was a little nerve-wracking at first, but it was very exciting after the nerves went away and we just got to have a little fun, and I really liked it.
Very good. All right, great. Thanks for coming on the show. All right, Gabe, let's talk to you. Tell me about your role in the Dalton defense.
Inside linebacker, like Jack said, it's a tricky position. You just got to read your keys, and you just got to watch for linemen coming at you full speed ahead.
So what are some of the things you're looking at? Explain to somebody when you come up, you guys break the huddle, you're lining up, and the other team is set and ready to go. Tell people what you're looking at when you're looking at the offensive line through to the backfield.
The main thing we have to watch is we have to watch our linemen and just see which way they're going. And we just can't really watch the ball, because if you watch the ball, you'll end up going in the wrong direction.
Who do you watch mostly, the guards?
I watch the guards.
What do you learn from – tell people what you learned from watching one of the offensive guards.
You learn from, you can tell which way the ball's going and, if they're passing or pulling.
Mm-hmm. And so playing where you play, you've got people coming at you from a lot of different angles. Yeah. You may have somebody a tackle down blocking on you, or a tight end coming after you, or somebody coming straight ahead. How do you deal with those guys coming after you like that?
You just got to keep your head on the swivel and keep your eyes open. And if you see them coming, you got to get out of the way or get low.
So what's been the most exciting part for you playing on Friday nights, playing with the varsity guys?
The most exciting part, I'll just say having fun with them.
Now you're one of our blitz guys, right?
Yes, sir.
So tell me about blitzing and getting after the quarterback. I know you like that.
When you blitz, you just go in full speed. You just got to keep your feet under control and just break down.
All right. Well, very good, guys. Thanks for coming on the show. You did a great job. Look forward to watching you the rest of the season. Stay right here. Be back with more Catamount football after these messages.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reginald Sherrill. Are you tired of sweaty underarms and dealing with deodorant stains on your clothes? We're performing a procedure called Mirror Dry. It's safe, non-invasive, sweat and odor-free, deodorant-free. It is clinically proven and FDA approved. I've had the procedure and it really works. The procedure takes about 1 hour, it's local anesthesia, and works immediately. Call our office, Dalton Plastic Surgery, 706-226-3311. 706-226-3311.
So, how you guys doing?
My job starts in Portland in a month.
Can we find a buyer that fast? I think we're good. Our CBX app tells us who the best potential buyers are. We can pinpoint where the hottest prospects are located, right on this map.
2 cities over.
It even lets us set the most accurate price. Wow, it really does all that. It really does all that.
Well, help us pack?
We're working on that.
Let's continue our player interviews with 2 more guests. Guys, welcome to the show. Introduce yourselves, please.
Tyis Love, Jr., running back, number 10.
You're up.
Jahmyr Gibbs, running back, number 1, sophomore.
All right, Tyis, let's start with you. So tell me, I was asking the defensive guys we just had on, same question. You played a lot of JV football last year, not a lot of varsity football. Tell me about stepping into the varsity backfield this year.
Well, I mean, it's like the speed is a lot different. You got to hit the holes a little harder. You got to stay after your blocks. And it's just like the transition is just a lot different, especially after watching Ahmad do what he did last year. And seeing him get banged up a couple of times, letting you know you got to be ready, really.
Talk about the blocking part, how important that is. You guys are involved in pass protection. A lot of times you're also blocking for JP or the other running back, or depending on what we're doing. Talk about that aspect of the game.
I mean, like, we got rollouts. You got to pick up the edge, and if not, I mean, like, they can come make the play. So you got to be ready. You got to be ready. You got to be like, you can't just just go all out. You got to break down and make sure you're set, because you can make the contact and still he'll fly off of you. You just got to be ready and know who you're going after, and then make the play. So he won't make the play.
Now, one of the things you two guys are a great tandem running the football and different styles. Talk about your running style a little bit.
Me, I like to make a lot more contact and like hitting up the hole, getting upside. And Jahmyr's like the speed back, getting outside. He might break you, you never know what to expect when it comes to him. And I just like the contact, really.
Yeah. Yeah, both of you do a great job, but you do a good job running between the tackles. Kind of describe how that is when you're back there and JP hands you the ball. What are you looking at? What are your keys to when you take off running inside zone?
Well, inside, you really gotta follow the block. It might be like, because you can't come off like too fast. You gotta stay 1-and-1. Coach tells us all the time in practice. Wait for the line to get set up and hit the hole hard as you can. Really, once you see it, you gotta hit it, because it might not be there if you hit it too slow and you cut out. You never know what happens. You gotta hit it hard.
Might close pretty fast, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, good job. Thanks for coming on the show. All right, Jahmyr, let's talk to you. Now, you're a sophomore. Again, great combination with Tyis there. You guys working together. But talk about your running style a little bit and your development from the Calhoun game through now. We've played 8 games.
I'm more of the speed back, like he said. He's more the power back. But the plays are the same, but we just hit it different.
Yeah.
And
how about the big guys up front? What I ask both you guys. They're important to y'all's success. How do you get along with them, and how do you interact with the offensive line?
Well, you just gotta talk to them, encourage them. Then they'll
feed them maybe every once in a while. Give them a snack or something.
Yeah, you gotta trust them.
How about you, Tyis? What about your relationship with the offensive line guys?
I mean, I hang out with them, talk to them every once in a while, goof off with them, encourage them when they think they're not doing good, and just trust them. Really, you gotta be trust.
Yeah. Both of you seem to have a good relationship with JP. Jahmyr, talk about that. Talking about your relationship with JP back there in the backfield, the things that he helps you with during the game.
Yeah, if I don't know a play, or I should know the play, but if I don't, he helps me out, tell me what to do. If he wants me to flare, I'll flare. If he wants me to block, I'll stay there and block.
How about you, Tyis?
I mean, even if once I know the play, he'll tell me, he'll encourage me, like, I know you can do it, hit it hard, let's get the job done. And he's just a great guy. He's fun to be around. He's a good quarterback.
Now, one thing I've noticed about you guys, when Jahmyr, if you're on the sidelines and Tyis is out there, you seem just as happy when Tyis has a big run as if you made it yourself, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you guys attribute that to? What do you attribute that chemistry between you two guys?
I mean, it's just like I say, I think we just feed off each other. Like, once he do good, it makes me want to do good, and once you keep it rolling, and it's just fun. It's fun, really, once we're both doing good.
Absolutely.
It's fun.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming on. You're doing a good job. Look forward to watching the rest of the year.
Thank you.
So you're right here back with more in just a minute.
You know what makes Carpet Express different from other flooring companies? We care about you. So that you can make the right choice for your home, at Carpet Express we offer carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, ceramic tile, and luxury vinyl tile. We don't only sell you a product. At Carpet Express, we offer quality installation backed by a warranty. We don't stock 1 or 2 products. At Carpet Express, we stock up to 100 different products in each category at affordable prices. So come to Carpet Express, where we care about you.
It's football time again in Northwest Georgia. Not a lot has changed at the Oakwood Cafe since we filmed last season. We are still serving the same fantastic food we have for the past 13 years. Our staff is many of the familiar faces you consider family. Our catering department is the best in North Georgia, serving over 400 people daily. We love this community, and we wake up 6 days a week looking forward to serving you your favorite Oakwood Cafe meal with a smile. Oakwood Cafe in historic downtown Dalton.
Hi, I'm Charles R. Hicks Sr.
Hi, I'm Rick Patton.
Here at Transformers, we specialize in transmission of automatic and manual.
But we also offer all factory scheduled maintenance on all makes and models, along with major and minor repairs on all makes and models.
And all of our remanufactured transmissions comes with a 3-year unlimited mileage nationwide warranty.
We also stock a complete line of BG products to keep your car safe and on the road.
From the Transformers crew, God bless and have a beautiful day.
Home is a place where all are welcome. It's where the story begins. It's not a place, it's a feeling. Home is where the heart is. At Furniture of Dalton, we handpick each of our 150 brands so that you can find your perfect heart's desire. Come see what you've been missing at Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton, the destination that brings you home. Exit 328 off I-75.
I'm Kelsey with the Chick-fil-A here in Dalton, and we're partnering again this year with the Dalton Quarterback Club to provide you an awesome tailgate meal each home game starting at 5:30. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and get your Chick-fil-A meal with Coke products sold separately. Chick-fil-A of Dalton reminds you to eat more chicken
and go Big Red!
All right, we're getting ready to watch the highlights from the Harrison game. Here are our captains coming out. A good-looking group of captains right there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
First series, screen pass here. Guys doing a good job getting down there. Almost picked up a first down. We went for tried to throw a home run ball in the first play, and they got us on a sack, and so we had third and 15, wasn't it? We came up just a yard or two short.
Came just a little too short.
So well-executed screen pass.
They saw something obviously in our punt coverage. They attacked us all night long. Defensively, we just played really as good as you could really imagine playing against truly the number one. I mean, I've not seen a player this year that was better than this kid.
I mean, Trevor Lawrence is a whole different style.
Just a different style, right? Absolutely, completely different style. But they moved the ball, not at will, but they certainly, behind him, he was a force from a running perspective and from a passing perspective.
Come out. Nice running by Jahmyr right there.
Yeah, Jahmyr had over 200 yards on 20-plus carries, averaged just over 10 yards a carry.
Good, another good push, just getting 4 or 5 yards right there. Had some big chunk runs, but there's a really nice job by the offensive line on inside zone. And Manny Vega does a great job. So we get a second look at this. Manny comes over and just pins that linebacker right there, and there goes Jahmyr right by him. I love how Jahmyr puts two hands around the ball.
Yeah, he
as
he
starts
senses
getting
it.
into contact.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's a smart thing for that.
Absolutely.
Him to do. Good throw and catch to Aaron right there.
Really wanted to go back and do a little more of this, but they did some things defensively that kind of took that away from us.
This is
JP's kind of getting pretty good at this, isn't he?
He is getting good at it. It's not a designed run. Now, here they cram the box, and we got just an off-tackle power, and Jahmyr just bounces it, and good job by Chandler Starks right there.
Absolutely. Chandler had 2 of those blocks getting downfield.
Takes it in for the touchdown. That was a good answer after their touchdown.
Absolutely. And, we pretty much did that all night long. We answered back and forth.
And that is our down marker there.
Yeah, that's right. We shared it.
Jeff McKinney brought it down for television, get a little television.
That's exactly right.
Good jobs by Osvaldo Beltran and Hunter Brummel right there blocking down and picking up a couple of guys that just allowed Jahmyr to go right off the edge.
Yeah, you could tell there wasn't really an expectation when you watch this game on ESPN for us to be able to respond as quickly as we did a lot of these times. Good job right here by our defense, stringing it out, forcing those guys to get down the line. You see such a nonchalantism, but there's an advantage to us in that. But the effort here, great job by Roger Quintero getting there. But more importantly, I don't know if you can really see this, watching Jerry Alvarado literally crawl on his stomach, hands and knees getting the ball. I hope we can see it again. Great job right here, though. Love the emotion on the sidelines. Love seeing those guys. Watch right here, though. Watch Jerry, who's getting held all night long. Now watch him. He's on his hands and knees. He's crawling. That's just a great job. And he wrestles it out of 70's hands.
Like
so,
the excitement.
Big play. And then the thing that you want is what winds up happening here. wind up getting, first of all, certainly, the turnover, but then responding to the turnover.
Get great field position. Come back, run a little power play here, pick up 6-7 yards.
Great pancake right there by Dylan Cole.
Dylan has played very well. This is a big third down run by JP.
Yeah, that was big. Good job by Jahmyr.
Jahmyr, if you see the all 22 kind of version of that, Jahmyr comes up and picks
You'll
up.
see it right, yeah.
Yeah, you'll get a better view here. You watch Jahmyr, he's in the pass, and then he sees JP running, takes off down the field and comes up and.
That was big.
That allowed us to get the first down.
Yeah, because he's short right there.
Third and 12 or third and 13.
Yep, no doubt.
Here's power again, and he just takes it right up the gut. Good job by the offensive line right here. You'll see Ivan Calderon does a nice job coming from right guard of going down. The nose slants away, and he comes right up and gets that backside linebacker.
Good job, Aaron Frere, too.
Mal Leonard gets the play side pulling around, play side linebacker, and just pops for a touchdown. I like the excitement.
Absolutely, great job right there. Good job by all of those guys getting the ball. And we missed our first one with a block, and they wound up making this one. So second quarter, now we're 13-7. Moved the ball pretty well down the field, and certainly, Justin Fields has the capability to do a lot of special things with his feet, but also with his arm. But here you see his feet kind of moving around, and of course that first drive was really more him. And then they bring in their kicker, and winds up pulling it left, goes off the
doink.
That's right, the old doink play.
The old doink off the upright.
Off the upright. But a big moment there for us, and certainly another good opportunity for us to take it back down the field.
Come back with a sweep. Good hard running by Tyis here. Now you see he's a little different style than Jahmyr.
That's
good job of Manny Vega pulling around there. This is Sebastian Orozco on a third down play. Some good hard running.
Really did well.
It's about 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3, and he picked up about 8 or 9 yards right there. So nice job by him.
And good job right here by Jade Montgomery.
Good job by Jaden getting north.
We could just got that backer right back there.
Yep.
That's a great job, though, right there, getting down the field, pushing it.
Almost looked like a horse collar by that.
It did.
By that
That's exactly
number 40
right.
Right there. Good running.
Yeah, great job right there.
So I guess it's down to about the 15-yard line, 20-yard line, wherever
Yep.
we are. Kick a field goal. Unfortunately, couldn't get it in the end zone.
Big hit right
That
there
was a
by
big
Noah
hit.
Bartu. Big hit. That was great right there. Noah just steps up in there. Boom! That kid's 6'2", 190.
Big running back.
He is a big running back. We got a 5'7", 180-pound, 175-pound linebacker.
Taking it to him.
Yep. Great job right here by our secondary, forcing the long play. Even better, just seeing good pressure from our offensive line, even though they're being held. Another great job. They were trying to get the ball down vertical, so we forced right there a 3 and out and a punt. Get a good return by Tyis Love.
Come around, run the power. Ended up having to punt. We were really disappointed we could not generate a couple of first downs and just kill the half.
Yeah, and this one right here was the killer for us.
This was bad right
Great
here.
job by Roger Quintero. Great job of a punt, first of all. Unbelievable punt. And then we get the fumble there, we get the turnover.
Get the ball in the great crowd is excited. We had a great crowd come down for the game.
Absolutely, had a great crowd.
So we've got the ball on the 10-yard line and just cannot generate. And then we have a bobbled hold.
Yeah,
and
it's a good snap. Phillip did a good job snapping it.
Kills our drive. So they get it back.
I
think if we'd been able to keep him in
yeah,
play
and that's
right
just
there.
how strong he is. I
Yep.
mean,
6'3",
222. He has the ability to just basically move, right there. Gabe Hill does a great job, but just he's hard to tackle. He is hard to tackle. So 6.5 seconds, and this is it. This is the one you see right there, 62. I mean, accosting Kevin Diaz.
Great picture of it.
That's exactly right. Too bad that the official didn't have that picture. At the end of the day, a lot of things that you can contest in that, but we didn't get the job done. And you just can't do that against the good teams, and you can't give those guys that don't have a part in the game that much of an opportunity to change it.
Absolutely.
The twins came sooner than expected.
The nurses cared for me and my baby.
I chose Hamilton because I trust my doctor.
Hamilton Medical Center is home to beautiful new arrivals every day. Each child and each delivery is unique. Hamilton is prepared with a level 3 neonatal intensive care unit and comfortable rooms and amenities. Hamilton Medical Center, serving you and your family with compassion, healing, and excellence.
I was sinking deep underneath.
All right, we're back with the second half highlights. Went in 16-14 at the half. Still feeling pretty good about where we were. And
yeah, even though they had the momentum, they had stole the momentum going in, I felt like our halftime was spirited. We made a few adjustments, nothing major. Winds up coming back out. You see right here just a great job of our defense hemming him up. He makes a great run on the next the next down, which puts them down on across midfield, gets the ball down to 30. Right here we have another hold, which obviously you can't see, and obviously the official didn't either. But gets the ball down there. They wind up scoring, and then we come back and get the kickoff here with Nasir and get a great return out of Nasir and our return team.
Really did. You see him hitting the hole hard and getting up past the 50. Anytime you can get the ball on the plus side starting out, that's a great thing after a kickoff. So.
Yeah, he and Jahmyr have certainly generated a lot of excitement out of that game. They made the most of their opportunity. Had a lot of coaches call about them, and you just can't do anything about national exposure.
No.
Great thing that you get here at Dalton High School.
Here we come back. Inside zone, good hard running, good push by the guys up front.
Good wrap right there.
Yep. That's our power play again, and he just bounces it outside. They were really Harrison was doing a lot of slanting and a lot of stunning, and we caught him several times. And Ivan does a nice job of
good job of Gavin Driver. Gavin
in.
D4. Good job. Hunter Brummel getting down the field.
So we get down to about the 3-yard line here, and then JP ends up sneaking it in for the touchdown. So
I don't know what took so long on that.
I don't either.
I mean,
so that's a great answer to their opening possession of the second half. We come right back and score a touchdown.
Absolutely. They moved the ball down, and right here, this is a bang-bang play, and it is passionate. When you look at it, if you got slow replay, it is certainly, but it's a bang-bang play. Could have gone either way, but certainly it's comparable to the one you're about to see here in just a moment with Gavin D4.
So that make it 28-23. We end up having to kick.
Great job by Ivan right there. They do make contact, but your natural reaction is to not go down. But he does a good job of going ahead and taking it and getting the
roughing penalty.
Thank you. Whew, couldn't get that out. And here's the play right here. I mean, it's bang bang play, same exact play when they slow it down on TV and you see it, same play, and we don't get that call. Same guy could have made the call as well.
Yep. So that ends up stopping that drive. We got a punt.
No rush this time.
No rush.
After 2 of those. Look how high that is, though.
Great kick.
That is a rainmaker.
It's a pretty good bounce. Too bad that didn't bounce right on the
I know, that's what I was hoping for. Good job. Now, this is the play right here. Jack Ridley does a good job of forcing him. And right here, you see Noah Bartu come in and hit him. And you see him get up and say, hey, check my finger out. I think something's wrong.
It's hurt.
Yeah, it's hurt. Big time hurt. But you'll see it right here. Jack Ridley does a good job coming inside the block right there. You see Christian Lama and Roger Quintero, and then big Noah comes up and pops him. So right here it is. Play comes down to this. 4th down coming up here. We're able to stop them and going into the last quarter.
Yep.
You'll see it right here on 3rd down. They come back. Good job right there stopping him. Bringing him up short.
And the good thing about his injury, he's not going to be. It's not a long-term career. Any kind of thing. He's going to
dislocation.
Be out for a few weeks. Or
whatever, I think it's more of a choice that he's done than it is probably. I just don't know if it was Coach Smart's choice or Coach Dickman's or his dad's choice, But certainly it's one of those things. But we get the ball right here.
Great job in this year of fielding that.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's probably a 20-yard bounce.
So come back with a little wrinkle that we've been working on in practice this past week with the 2-back backfield, and it's just an option off of our inside zone. And so JP's got a choice of to give it or to pull it and run the option out the other end. So a little triple option football for some of these our old school fans.
That's right, our old Veer fans.
That's right.
Kind of ironic, we brought this out against a team in all green.
That's right.
Kind of for Coach Napier,
Coach Nate,
right?
that's right, exactly.
That's where probably all the Veer doctor.
He would have liked this a lot.
He would have, absolutely.
Sure, he was smiling down from heaven watching
No doubt. What a great, right there's a great play by Sebastian, catching that ball behind him and pulling it around. Good job getting down the field right there. Aaron Frere holding up right there. And then once again, another great job right here on the perimeter. Good job, Aaron. And, of course, Chandler is always blocking.
We kind of had them on their heels right here.
Well, we sure did. We really should have taken this right here down.
Yes, no question.
I mean, once again, my hat's off to them. They're the ones that bowed up and stopped us here, but at the same time, we stopped ourselves. And that's what makes you mad when you watch it again. You see the things that happen, and you're just like, man, we should have. I thought we had it right there, and we just didn't. And
safety came over the top there and
yep,
got us on
Yep.
So we're down to the 4 or 5 yard line. It's 3rd and.
Yeah, and the thinking is right here, we've got 4 minutes and 43 seconds left on the clock. Got 2 timeouts left. Their number one player's out. Our defense is playing good outside of the fact you got to stop number one. And right here, this was on this play right here. Certainly looked like we held him a little bit further, but we didn't. They wound up running the clock out on us, controlling the ball the last 4.5 minutes, and
come up short.
That's right, come up short, 28-26.
With the Chick-fil-A here in Dalton, and we're partnering again this year with the Dalton Quarterback Club to provide you an awesome tailgate meal each home game starting at 5:30. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and get your Chick-fil-A meal with Coke products sold separately. Chick-fil-A of Dalton reminds you to eat more chicken
and go Big Red! Let's go
All right, Coach Lane, let's talk a little bit about the South Coob Eagles, a much improved football team over what they were last year.
Very much improved.
Had a head coach change, and
that's right.
And you can certainly see watching the film, they have a lot of good athletes, but the quality of what they're doing is ramped up, right?
Well, they have definitely improved. That's the first thing. As you remember last year, to kind of preface that, go back a little history, they actually fired their coach the morning of our game last year, and our own Tommy Macon from Dalton, who played here at Dalton High School, had been the head coach at Pebblebrook, and had become the defensive coordinator there, Sandy Creek, was suddenly thrust into about 12-hour warning that he was going to be the next head coach. And so, of course, came up here and played the game last year. And so this year, we're in a situation where, first of all, they do have a new head coach, and let me say, he is a good head coach. You can tell just watching the way they enter the field, they are very much improved, very sound in their defense, very sound in their offense, certainly more than capable in their special teams. What you see without seeing that is a very, very dangerous team on film. Maybe a better collection of athletes on this film than last week when we played Harrison.
They just don't have
the culture, the structure, and then number one they don't have. That's right. So when you look at them from an offensive standpoint, they're going to be spread In fact, they run a lot of similar stuff to what we do. In fact, we will this week prepare a lot going against ourselves because basically they're going to see the same thing. You're going to see the spread with the H-back, movement back and forth, a few zone schemes, a few gap schemes, trying to put the ball on the perimeter, and basically just trying to out-athlete you. And then on defense,
they're 3-3, which we've seen now probably 4 or 5 times this season, and they're a little different. They blitz quite a bit.
Yep.
They like to blitz their middle linebacker, which is something we haven't seen out of a lot of the 3-3 teams we've played. But athletic, they've got a big 340-pound nose man, number 77. He'll be in there.
Big old boy.
So be watching for him, bopping into the game. But very, very physical defense, and going to be a good challenge for us.
Well, and then from a special team standpoint, very capable. Got a good kickoff guy. The punt guy is very erratic, and that kind of creates a little bit of an issue because you don't know how to play him. So we'll have to just kind of almost have kind of a pseudo-safe return, but yet built that if it's returnable, we'll try to get something out of it, and that's where we'll kind of go from there.
One last thing, I guess if you're going to the game, you might want to consider on leaving Wednesday.
Wednesday or Wednesday night.
It's pretty far. It's pretty far south and west of Atlanta, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to get there. You can certainly go down and then get off on 41 and drive over through Campbell, Smyrna, over around by the, down that way. It's in Austell, Georgia. So you are the southernmost part of Cobb County, right down near I-20. We always go there. We always play travel basketball over there in the summers, and we always actually take 285 to 20 and then go to 20 and then come back up about 5 miles up off the Austell exit, and it's right there, right near Pebble Brook, right in that area right there. So like I said, it's one of those things that just, it is what it is. We're going to be playing down there, and recommend you get there early and get your seat.
All right, very good. We'll be back in just a minute.
Train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy. Get one-on-one training from former professional and collegiate players, featuring indoor baseball and softball training facilities, ground ball area, 3 pitching mounds, and 4 batting cages. Performance Sports Academy is also available for team rentals. Call 706-537-3169 today and train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy.
Hi, I'm Charles R. Hicks Sr.
Hi, I'm Rick Patton.
Here at Transformers, we specialize in transmission of automatic and manual.
But we also offer all factory scheduled maintenance on all makes and models, along with major and minor repairs on all makes and models.
And all of our remanufactured transmissions comes with a 3-year unlimited mileage nationwide warranty.
We also stock a complete line of BG products to keep your car safe and on the road.
From the Transformers crew, God bless and have a beautiful day.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reginald Sherrill. Are you tired of sweaty underarms and dealing with deodorant stains on your clothes? We're performing a procedure called Mirror Dry. It's safe, non-invasive, sweat and odor-free, deodorant-free. It is clinically proven and FDA approved. I've had the procedure and it really works. The procedure takes about 1 hour, it's local anesthesia, and works immediately. Call our office, Dalton Plastic Surgery, 706-226-3311. 706-226-3311.
I'm Kelsey with the Chick-fil-A here in Dalton, and we're partnering again this year with the Dalton Quarterback Club to provide you an awesome tailgate meal each home game starting at 5:30. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and get your Chick-fil-A meal with Coke products sold separately. Chick-fil-A of Dalton reminds you to eat more chicken
and go Big Red!
You know what makes Carpet Express different from other flooring companies? We care about you. So that you can make the right choice for your home, at Carpet Express we offer carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, ceramic tile, and luxury vinyl tile. We don't only sell you a product. At Carpet Express we offer quality installation backed by a warranty. We don't stock 1 or 2 products. At Carpet Express we stock up to 100 different products in each category at affordable prices. So come to Carpet Express where we care about you.
All right, Coach, let's wrap up the show. But before we do close it up, let's talk a little bit about where we are with the region standings and the playoff pictures are starting to shape up. Why don't you go over that?
Well, with Sequoia losing to Altoona, it kind of simplifies the picture from this standpoint. The only way that we win the region championship is it would take Harrison losing 2 games and us winning out.
And they play Creekview and
they
Sequoia.
Play Sequoia first and then Creekview. That's right. So that's really the only path to the region championship, and certainly possible. We looked. I mean, today Sequoia obviously is going to be a handful without number 1 as your quarterback, and then certainly Creekview has all the skill and talent that we've talked about.
People don't know, Justin Fields is out for the rest of the year.
That's right. Justin Fields out for the year.
Broke his finger
that's right.
Thursday night, so he will
He's
not
done.
be playing.
That's right. He will not be done. So with that being the case, certainly a lot of things are in play there. Now, from that point, you kind of go, well, what's the second tier? Well, the second tier is that now you've got to look at the only potential 3-way tie would be between us, Altoona, and Harrison. And even in that, there's a high unlikelihood that we would get a favorable head-to-head. Obviously, we would not get one against Harrison, but we could have one against Altoona. So at the end of the day, you back up from that, and where you really find yourself is we're really going to could be first, second, or third, but ultimately, whether we win or we control our own destiny. We got to have some luck to get first. Then it comes down to if you beat Altoona, you're going to be second. If you lose one of these next 2 games, then you're going to be third. So that's kind of where we fall. Right. And, at the end of the day, we control our own destiny.
And it all starts with a victory Friday night against
Absolutely.
South Cobb.
South Cobb. That's
can't
where
be
it all
looking
starts.
ahead to anything
else.
No,
not. And I think the thing to say is this. We can't, really, the only thing we can control is the next 2 games. We really can't control anything else. And we know, based on last year, Altoona physically will probably be our most physical game of the year, maybe even more so than Sequoia, just because of the way they play defense and the way they play offense. So I think it is one of those situations. We've got this week at South Cobb, the next week it's Altoona. We're just going to let everything else take care of itself.
That's the best way to do it, absolutely. All right, so let's wrap up the show. I want to invite everybody to come down to South Cobb to watch the game, and we'll be back next week, same cat time, same cat channel.
Go Big Red.